Hello everyone, and welcome to Discovering in Color. And this week we're going to talk about hygiene on the trail. So today we're going to talk about hygiene on the trail, or why it's important to stay clean. It's a pretty simple topic, but a lot of people tend to get it wrong. So let me tell you what I personally do to help myself stay as clean as possible on the trail. And trail and clean are, not necessarily using the same terms, but we're going to talk about that. So first thing I do is I start clean. So take a shower, clean up before you go. Men, go ahead and shave if you're a shaver. Get that stubble down, start off, nice and clean faced, because if you're going to be going for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, trust me, your hair will grow and you'll have plenty of time to shave it when you get done. Plus you look a little rugged out there in the wilderness. Item number 2, we're going to talk about oral hygiene, keeping your mouth as clean as possible. Now we start that, you're going to start the day, you want to definitely brush your teeth. Try at least twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. And all you have to do is just bring a toothbrush and some type of toothpaste. So let me show you the toothpaste portion. You can bring a big old tube of toothpaste, which is big and it's extra heavy. And what'll happen is you'll end up carrying some in and you're just going to carry it back out. Or you can get one of these smaller tubes of toothpaste. Okay, I get these from the dentist or from the store, from Walmart or something like that. Much lighter, and you're not carrying that. I mean, this here is only 24 grams, 0.85 ounces. This one here is 99 grams, and it's 3.5 ounces. So you pick, up to you. Or you can go even lighter. These are actually toothpaste tablets. And what you do is you just take one of these, you put it in your mouth, you chew it around, and you use your toothbrush, and it basically foams up and it makes toothpaste. A nice light way to go. These little tabs, they're on a bunch of camping sites. This was off of Amazon right here. And take as many tabs as you're going to need. So if you're going to brush twice a day, and you're going to be gone for 4 days, you can do the math, that's 8. Now for a toothbrush, I just use a regular toothbrush. There's a lot of different ones out there. They've got some that are really tiny. You've got folks who will cut them off and do all that. But I got to tell you, having a full-size toothbrush so you can get in there and work around, it doesn't weigh that much more, and it's just going to enable you to keep your teeth that much cleaner. So I recommend a full-size toothbrush. This is one I got from my dentist that they give away, so it's not a fancy one, but it works very well. And I didn't spend any money, it was free. So do that. Get your teeth seen by your dentist, get a free toothbrush. One more thing, some people do bring mouthwash. I don't do that. All right, so now we're going to get to body hygiene. So it's like we said, what you're going to do is start out fresh with a nice fresh shower so you're nice and clean. And trust me, an hour, 2 or 3 into your hike, especially if you're doing any kind of elevation or if it's hot outside, you're going to be sweaty anyway. But at least you started off nice and clean. Now, how do you stay that way? I've got a 2-tiered system that I use. One involves a towel. I like to keep a small microfiber towel like this. Okay, either on my chest here somewhere or just somewhere around where I can grab it real quick to wipe off the sweat, the face, wipe off the hands, do that type of stuff. Very handy. And it dries very quickly. And if I'm near a stream or something, I can dip it in and kind of rinse it out and do all that good stuff. Put it on top of my head if I get hot. This is the first part of my system. The second part of the system is I will carry some type of a dry towel. This is one of those little Sea to Summit towels right here. And all it is just it's a slightly larger towel. And this can be used at the end of the day if you really want to kind of get clean and wipe yourself off. I don't use this for a lot of my big body parts, only for my hands and face and that type of stuff. This is pretty much what I use if I need to rinse off more areas, more private areas. I can use this bigger towel right here. It's not that big. It's a microfiber towel. It dries really quick. You can hang it up. It's optional. Or if you want, you can bring another smaller towel with you. But this is just what I do. I also like to bring some wipes with me for a couple of different reasons. I like to bring some of these little base camp wipes, and these are D2W wash camp base towels or whatever they're called. And I also like to carry some of these dude wipes. These are pre-moistened, so they're a little bit heavier. The dude wipes are dry, but these I'll use for something that I want to wipe myself off and I don't want to deal with it anymore, okay? Maybe I've gotten something on my hands that is sticky or something like that. I can use the dude wipes. I can use them for the bathroom, doing a number 2. I prefer to use toilet paper, So bring yourself some toilet paper. I like to get a roll that's kind of already been used, so it's a little bit lighter. Instead of bringing a big full roll, and you can squeeze it down if you want to. You can also use these for wiping too, but these ones here, since they're pre-wet, there's only 12 in here. So I kind of like to finish with these so you're nice and clean. If you're at a place that's leave no trace, and I usually recommend you do this, even though they say biodegradable, go ahead and camp them out, pack them out with you, because, you know, yes, it'll take a while, they will biodegrade, but you're still leaving paper in the outdoors. The same thing for these dude wipes here. If you're going to use these, bring yourself along an extra Ziploc bag and wrap them up and take them out with you. All right, another thing you want to do during the day while you're hiking and doing stuff and you're always touching things and your hands are dirty is bring yourself some hand sanitizer. All right, this right here, it doesn't take the place of washing your hands, but especially if you're done using the bathroom or something like that, use some of this hand sanitizer on you, because you don't want that norovirus to go around, as well as any other nasty bacteria that's out there in the outdoors. Especially if you're in a wetlands area, there's all kind of nasty aquatic bacteria that's out there. So whenever you're doing something or periodically, just go ahead and put a little hand sanitizer on. And like I said, if you're going for a couple days, this should last you for, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 days out there. It's just a quick way to refresh your hands, but it doesn't take the place of soap and water. So remember, soap and water. Now, when it comes to soap and water, I do carry these little light things right here. These are by Clenen. They're camp soaps. You just pull one of these out of the package and a little bit of water, and you can actually soap up your hands pretty good. They're very light, so they work really well. And when you do that, you're also going to want to bring, for hygiene, bring yourself, I don't bring a full first aid kit. I just had a couple of Band-Aids that I bring along with me, as well as a little bit of Neosporin. As you can see, this tube is pretty well used. This tube does go a long way, so between some Band-Aids, some Neosporin, if you get a scrape or something like that, until you get a chance to actually get it taken care of very well, this does a good job. So antibacterial, keep yourself nice and clean. Bring yourself some Band-Aids, and you can bring some bigger ones if you like. And finally, the last thing that I like to bring in my little kit here, I like to, this is my little medicine kit right here. It's got some allergy medicine. It's got some stomach medicine, because, you know, you pick up a bug and you get the runs. I've got some of that stuff in there. And I also carry a little bit of ibuprofen in here, because you're always going to be sore on the trail. And being able to, you know, kind of take something at the end of the day is very nice. And the last thing I want to talk about is clothing. If you don't want to stink, merino wool, okay? People say wool, okay, and it can be tough in the summertime, but this merino wool right here, when I did my section hike, I wore that shirt for 4 days, and it had a little bit of odor after 4 days, even though, you know, climbing those ups and downs, you get sweaty and all that, but merino wool. I had a merino wool shirt, I had merino wool underwear, I had merino wool socks on, and by far, it's the way to go. I did change my socks out, I didn't wear those the whole time, but the shirt and the underwear, not a problem. And then when you go into town, yes, your body stinks, but at least your clothes don't quite stink as much. All right, so that is pretty much most of what I carry on the road for hygiene and those type of things. And that pretty much is going to end this video here. So hygiene is very important. Keep yourself clean. Keep yourself as dry as possible. Very tough in the outdoors sometimes, especially when you get on the East Coast where it pretty much rains every day. When you get out west, you know, here, pretty much I'm in Oklahoma, so here in West, it can be pretty dry. So try to keep yourself dry. So with that, that is Discovering in Color. I'm the Gadget Man. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have another video out next week. Take care.